Hello. Welcome in. The store is open. Good afternoon, Jason. We are live. Yes, indeed. We'll do a little mic check. Everyone able to hear me? Welcome in, you guys. Good to see you. I am here for you if you need a personal reading. I will be live for quite a few hours today, same as yesterday. So if you need a reading from me, feel free to pop in the chat at any time and I will be here for you. It's for a quickie reading. Hi, Charnette. Thank you for your reading donation. I'm ready for your question. All right, let's see. Is my boyfriend James entertaining other women? Ooh. All right, let's take a look. Please let me know if the music is too high, the background music. I can reduce the song. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Entertaining other women. No, I don't feel like he is. He looks single as a Pringle to me. Maybe too broke, busted, and disgusted to even have the energy to do that. Any women I feel like he that's around him are he's just pushing back from. He's just like, no, he's blocking. Nope, I see him being single as a Pringle. Hi, Angelica. Thank you for your donation. Was my most recent ex only using with the most recent ex only using you? Oh, that's you, honey? Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. Oh. Thank you, Jason, for moderating today. All right. Was he using you? Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen your face before. Hold on, I'm getting a couple more cards here for you. Oh. So I feel like, and I hate to say this, but I feel like he was definitely trying to get lucky, if you know what I mean. He was trying to get a little lucky, honey. He was just taking and not giving. Seems like he was trying to enjoy himself, definitely not committing. Coming back around, when he comes back around, it's, you know, for the opportunity. Very unpredictable behavior, it seems like. Ew. Oh my gosh, Streamlabs is like on some kind of a hyped up tirade here. What's with those dirty dogs? I don't know. She don't want to pet that dog. She is not petting that dog. Hi, Sapphire. Welcome in to the chat. How long have I been reading? I just started. I don't know, 8 minutes ago. Hey, Sin. Happy hump day, y'all. Hey, Millennial. It's Cash App or PayPal. Thanks, Jace. Everybody give a shout out to Inanna. She is so pretty. I can see why your name is Goddess. It definitely fits. Oh, it fits, girl. She's like, oh my God, stop it. No, it fits. I can't blame your ex for wanting a piece of that. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean. You know, you're just so pretty. Anything. You take anything you can get from me, right? Girl, you can just, you have the pick of the litter there. You can have anything you want. Any boy you want, girl. I mean, I'm gonna just add a little caveat though, because you did have the Six of Cups in terms of your question. And I want to say it wasn't only just using you. I mean, there are some, I mean, it's definitely friends with benefits thing, but there is something special about you in his mind. I mean, obviously, I don't feel like he's, a vampire just trying to get whatever he can get, to be fair. There definitely something special about you. If he kept coming back to you, there was some kind of soulmate energy in his mind. She is, Cindy. She is. I'm warming up my cards. You guys, it is for real. I woke up this morning and it was like 8 degrees. And now apparently, I mean, I never believe the weather. I take it with a grain of salt. But apparently we're getting like a big snowstorm this weekend. Oh, you deserve it. Miss A, you deserve it. Oh, hey, Judy. Judy, you know what? I owe you a text reading. I do. I just seeing your name just reminded me. My apologies. And I will reply to you when I'm done the live stream, okay? I will. And I'll also answer this for you. I want to know if leaving my current job and will I find a better paying job? All right, let's take a look. You leave your current job, will you find a better paying job? Give me a sec here. I'm meditating on your reading. I had a drop off. Hold on. I don't know what's happening. I had a major drop off. Judy, girl, every time I do a reading for you, something happens. Anyway, your answer to your question, darling, is no. And the reason why it's a no, I feel like you'll be very stressed. You probably already are. But they're saying find the job first. Find the job first. Get the job first and then leave your current job. Turn it, reverse it. Because if you give them your pink slip and you're like, I'm out, it's going to be stressful. And you will be like just looking for work. And money's going to be gone, depleting, whether you need it or not. Okay. So you will find a job before you leave your current job. Never have that gap. Unless you go on unemployment. Well, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Set it up. Make sure all your bases are covered. You don't want to have that gap. right? You want to have a gap where there's no money coming in. That'll be just not, yeah. I mean, I just feel like that's just when it's better safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So that's what Spirit's telling you. I feel like here I am, switching it around. You're stressing about work. Don't do anything until you secure a position, a long term, or you have a result for a job to go to, and then you can tell them or whomever that you're done. Yeah, I know you are. I see that right here. I see that right here with this with but that's just a signal. That's just a sign that it's time for you to go. But that doesn't mean that you just go. You don't run from the pan into the fire, right? Frying pan into the fire. You want to set something up for yourself. You want to go from the frying pan into the next pan that's over the fire. So start putting your resume out there or applications or whatever it is people do these days and secure something first. It always looks really good too when you're going for a new job and they're like, well, how long were you your last job? You're like, I'm still here. I just need more money and I don't want to screw them over. Anyway, yeah, I'm warming up my cards. I'm warming myself up. This weather, I'm kind of excited about getting some snow, but I really don't want crippling snow. And we haven't had a major snowstorm since I think, oh my gosh, it's been 16 years up here in the Northeast since 2010 or 2009. Yes, you can. Winter storm watch issued for Summerfield, North Carolina. Well, yeah, that is a long time. I mean, we've had like other storms, like oh my gosh, Hurricane Sandy. Like I don't even. That storm hit like on the coast on the eastern seaboard, but inland really didn't do that much. Hi, David from Wisconsin. Welcome in. Just go back and make sure. Okay. Thank you, Miss Inanna. How's the weather where you guys are? I know, Jason, you're in Florida. You've got a little bit of warmth, right? '71 and cloudy. Wow, I'll take 71 and cloudy for sure. Is that warm for January where you are? Or does it ever get colder? I know that Florida's been getting like some freeze warnings up in northern Florida. Let's see. I didn't get anything, Val. I've been talking to someone new. He's a Sag, and his name is Austin. I still feel betrayed by my ex, so it's hard for me to trust. And I trust Austin. What are his intentions? All right. I feel like you can trust Austin. He looks like he's in it for the long haul. Okay. He looks like he's in it for the long haul. And he looks to me like he wants a relationship that will progress. But he's up for any challenge as well. What's his zodiac? Sag. Yeah, I kind of feel like jaded from the past. That's fine. That just means you take your time. I don't see him rushing. Believe me. Knight of Pentacles. That's hard work, conservative energy, responsible, efficient. Very routine. He might be a little boring. You might be like, what is this? No chaos, no toxic energy. No, I'm just kidding. Safe, he's safe. I get safe. I see him being open to planning for the future. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'll take boring over a lying cheater. Of course, I understand. Like safe and sweet with a little bit of an edge is the best. I think women like that. Do you agree? Safe, sweet, and a bit of an edge. With a bit of an edge. You're welcome, darling. I think men like attraction and they want to know that you haven't slept with the entire football team. Yeah, I totally understand that. Men don't want to have to compete with all the exes or current exes that are still in your life. They want all your time, effort, energy, your attention in return. If you have a history of promiscuity, they don't tell them about it. They want to know because that's kind of how they do judge women based on that. But if you have that, keep to yourself. Don't lie, but if your intentions are to get away from that lifestyle, start fresh, you can mention that, yeah, In my younger years, I was a little bit wild, but I've since changed all of that. I've gone back to church. I don't live my life like that anymore. I'm very conservative, very discerning now. Right? I'm sitting in the pew every Sunday, just me and Jesus. We're having a talk, our daily. I'm in the chapel every day. I read my Bible. I'm a good girl. You don't have to be pristine and perfect. Oh, say page, right? Oh, there's Val. Valerie, I got your payment now. Changes. Yeah, good girl is good. Attractive, sexy, good girl. Well, let's see. I'm gonna question her and Val. Wow, that's a long date. Okay. Let me pull some cards for you, Val, and see. Mhm, mhm. Hmm. I can tell you, Val, that he really enjoyed the conversation, made a lot of breakthroughs. Um, in terms of understanding, I feel like he's very eager to reconnect with you, do that again. As far as if the answer to your latter part of your question, I think he's still trying to figure that out, right? He's still weighing that out. Okay. Um, yeah, I think it's like a little bit of both. The moment was so great, time spent was wonderful. He's eager to do that again. And in terms of, the more aspect, I feel like he does want more, but in terms of whether it was, you know, right there in the moment or more, yeah, a little bit of both. And that was for Val. So, it comes across to me as positive. So I believe that that will situation will happen again. That's a really long day. What the heck? I gotta ask you, if you want to put it in the chat, what the heck did you do all that time? That's a long date. I mean, if you want to answer. Oh, you have rain? Raining? Yeah, I think you're supposed to get rain. Oh, wait, no, wait, it always rains in Florida. More like rain once a day. When I was in Florida, it always rained at the same time every day. There would be like this rainstorm that would come through like in the afternoon, like clockwork. Oh, is it? Yep. You're getting that big snowstorm. Be careful if you have that ice storm. I'm hearing something about a lot of ice. You gave me the Russian experience, dinner, walk, movie, and vibing. Wow, that's a really long time spent. And that was that the first day? Did you say that? Oh, okay. Wow. 12 hours. Yeah, you're right, Kelly. The ice storms are bad. Yeah, be safe out there. I don't they were saying like 2 inches, 2 to 3 inches of ice. That would be paralyzing. 2 to 3 inches of ice. I had to get my ruler. 2 to 3 inches of ice is that much ice, that thick. Look at that. 2 to 3 inches of ice. There's no way. Even that 2 inches is thick. This right here would break through roofs of homes, knock down trees, power lines. That would be absolutely crippling. You couldn't even break through that kind of ice to get doors open. I hope that they're just being, you know how these weather places they run with the most crazy models just to get views and attention. I mean, my tarot card is almost 5 inches. It's 4.5 inches. So like that would be this much ice. Look how thick that is. Even 2 inches would be half the size, about half the size of the card. Look how thick that thick block of ice. I don't even think an ice cube is that thick. You know, power goes down a lot. Yeah. I mean, I can see, um, ice storms. I remember we had an ice storm here where I live. It was a long time ago, but I recall it from. It was like the early '90s. It was like '91 or '92, somewhere '93 maybe. And I remember it was so beautiful, but all the trees were bent over sideways, and you can hear the trees exploding from it. And it was just, you know, I mean, I don't think the power went out, but I remember it wasn't that thick. It might have been like maybe it was maybe it was like how much ice would it have been? It wasn't a lot. Maybe half an inch, quarter of an inch of ice. But they're talking 3 inches of ice. Get the heck out of here. That would just like that would totally. I don't even know that's possible. I don't know. You gotta let us know because if that happens, nobody's gonna have internet or anything like that. I mean, everything will just will it just come crashing down. I don't know, I'm not a weather person. And what did Valerie? Did you respond to me? I think you did. Yes, you spent a lot and cut me a flower, and we did drop the pennies out. Okay, I'm definitely the Russian service. Yeah, that's goddess. That's no work for like a whole week because if the weather stays cold, how are you gonna melt that ice? That'll be weeks. I feel like everyone who's in the path of an ice storm, like you guys, really need to prepare. Did you see that snowstorm in Kamchatka, Russia, where they had like 40 feet of snow? Did you see that on the news? I was watching, there's a girl on YouTube. She does like earthquakes, volcanoes on the pulse with Silky, I think her name is. She's such a sweetheart. She's so sweet. She's so cute. And she'll give you all the updates. And she had a video that she created where she was showing all the snowstorms out there in Russia. 40 feet of snow. 2 people died from rooftop avalanche. I mean, I'm not celebrating that. That's sad. That's very sad. But, you know, some places you get used to the weather, right? Certain places just are prepared for certain weather events. I feel like if you get like a horrible ice event like that, you got to prepare ahead of time. I have 6 5-gallon containers of primo water and lots of canned foods. Good. And you need like batteries. You need to make sure your chargers are all set. You need, what else do you need? Oh, emergency heat blankets. Good. Like you need that prepper style checklist, that prepper checklist. Ham radio just in case. Generator. A way to make heat if there's no heat. Hi, Jenna. There we go. Okay, let's see. Is my current relationship a waste of time? Uh-oh. I'll give you a shuffle here and see. Is Jenna's current relationship a waste of time? She is. Jenna Hellcat's been here with us for quite some time. Jenna's relationship a waste of time. Current relationship a waste of time. Spirit. It's leaning towards yes. I feel like when it's good, and when it's not, does your person kind of do this come here, go away thing with you, Jenna? Push pull? Because that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a lot of like pushing away, and like I'm seeing emotional instability. It's the person, whatever sign the person is, but a lot of like pushing away, avoidance, and then chasing, running, very unstable. I mean, I don't know if I would classify that as a waste of time, if not a huge learning lesson, how instability in a relationship is not healthy. I mean, is it going to progress? I don't feel like it can, because it feels like it's a lot, whether it's coming from your person or just the dynamic of this relationship is just when it's on, it moves quick, manifests quick, and then it goes back to self-protection and pulling away energy. Gosh, Streamlabs is hogging up this entire thing. Come on, let me just try to give it a little bit of a break. Oh my goodness. really nice. Yeah, so that's the energy I'm picking up here for you, Jenna, for your relationship. I mean, if you enjoy that push pull, that love bombing, and then that discarding stuff, uh, if you like that, then I guess it's all based on your taste. I do see that it's very, very difficult to maintain. Oh, it's 111. Two, one, zero, 112. Already passed. I hope you made a wish. You get a you get you get to make a wish at least 2 times a day. Yes, he's avoiding. Oh, okay. Makes sense. Pisces Capricorn with Aries, Venus, Aries, Mars. Oh, that's crazy. So the Aries, Venus, and the Aries, Mars is this energy here that makes him do the hustle. That's the hustle. And this here is the Pisces Capricorn right here. So here you have a Pisces here. Yeah. Hi, London. Thank you. This baby bear is in the chat right now. Does she work during the day? My ex is avoidant. He's a Scorpio and Venus and a Pisces moon. Oh, I never knew what was really going on with him ever. Yeah, water signs like can be very secretive. I think of all the signs that are of all the water signs, the most upfront ones would be the Cancer, possibly the most transparent. But all of the water signs, I feel like they're not bad at all by any stretch. They're just very emotional. Hi, I was just told my job is being eliminated in teleology month, and within that time, is that supposed to be 3 months? And within that time, I can look for something in the same company where I find something within, or oh, two. No, I was like, teleology. Is that a new thing? I bet the dog. It's okay. Okay. All right. So your question is, will you find something within the job or somewhere else? Let's see. All right. The Magician, somewhere else. I feel like there will be something, uh, hold on now, they're changing it. No, 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 no. Somewhere else within the company. Yes, you won't have to make a move. You won't have to go outside the company. Yeah, you'll be able to stay where you are for sure. A new position, something will manifest here, and yet, like a new job will manifest and actually, I'm just getting this will be a new created position. You know what I mean? Like a position, if something doesn't come available, they'll create something for you. They'll create a position for you to be in. No stress here about having to look for work outside of your current employer. And getting a newly created position within the company. Yeah. What do you do in teleology? I'm sorry, that's so funny. I know, cold fingers. I love this. I think this is great. A new project, something created new, a new opportunity for growth, a new beginning. Oh, I gotta get something for my back. I really need to get a new desk chair. I'm trying to see, I keep meaning to ask one of my sons if I could have his gamer chair. That thing's like set up for an astronaut, and it looks so comfortable. Steal it out from under him. Like one of those massage beds you see at the gym, you know? Nice colors, all cushiony. Take Here, just take it. I'm gonna take it. I don't take things that aren't mine. He's not a kid. My sons are, oh, how old are they? 27, 28, and 30. They're like old men. Can you guys hear the background music? Oh, okay, so it's not too loud. Wow. Crazy news. U.S. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna says interdimensional beings are real and claims she can't reveal more without violating national security protocols. This makes her the second sitting member of Congress to publicly insist they've seen undeniable evidence of non-human intelligence. Luna warns that powerful forces inside the intelligence community and the Pentagon are fighting to keep the truth buried. That's insane. United States Air Force Colonel Fred Clausen confirms alien bodies were transported from Varginha in Brazil to the USA. At today's National Press Club event with James Fox, a key witness confirms the United States Air Force flight to Virginia, I want to say Virginia, but it's not what it is, to Varginha, Brazil, to retrieve alien bodies actually happened. He's pleading for the 30 to 40 insiders with knowledge to come forward now for full disclosure. Holy moly. Austin, Texas, just got a winter storm watch. A warning. Well, we knew that. Glad they are finally coming out about it. They walk among us. That is crazy. That's right, Jay. Weather with Kelly. I'm like a weather nerd. Seriously, if I could do meteorology, I would. Oh, hey, Lori. Thank you, girl. If I could do it, I would because my family like will reach out to me, be like, "What's the weather? What's the weather?" I mean, they could easily look at the weather, but they're like, "Well, we trust you. You're always right with the." I'm like, I'm not. I just follow someone who I think is always right. Me too. All right, let me see. Here. Oh, okay. Can I say it out loud, Lori, or are we keeping it private in uh, the keynote? So you know that for a fact? I know. I wish I could do a whole channel, like the Stigma channel, with like meteorology, weather. If I could combine all my like, I swear I'm on the spectrum. If I could combine all of my interests into one thing. All right. Last. So, oh, you knew that for a fact. Okay. What do you need to know going ahead in regards to him? Or, I mean, is that the last man no longer current? What do I need to know going ahead? Ooh, we got the Nine of Swords. Yes, or new love. Okay. You've got some anxiety about whether or not you will be good enough for the next person, whether the next person will find you abundant, nurturing, uh, accomplished, worthy, all that stuff. And after what you went through, of course, of course. That's so normal to even if it's just slightly to feel that way after that promiscuous POS, right? Okay, so going forward, I feel like do not stress about that. Okay, you are beautiful, you are magnificent, you are wonderful. I feel like you need to block out any kind of uh because that's what's gonna this right here, this Empress energy, the Empress attracts her abundance to her. She brings it to her. But when we have this Nine of Swords, this fear, worry, sense of despair, that trauma, when we carry that around, that can be picked up by other people. Another person can sense if we're bitter by something or, you know, slightly jaded by something. So I feel like it's important that, you heal from that for sure. Maybe forgiveness might be the way. Uh, Not for everybody, but yeah, I think that works. And try to not get yourself locked in to this. And that is when I feel like the new love situation will come to you, right? It's kind of like not letting what that man did not a reflection of you or who you are, your self worth, or your value. That's a reflection of him and his lack of self worth and his lack of self value, his self esteem being in the gutter. Keep shining, and I feel like love will come through, right? When you get into that Empress energy, you attract like minded. You ever hear this thing? How does it go? Like attracts like, that kind of thing. So, in terms, I'm just going to give you, because you actually kind of overpaid. So I'm going to give you a couple more cards in terms like if there's new love coming. Oh yeah, right? Page of Wands. There will be someone new coming in with that crushy energy. It's okay to reach out or put yourself. Let me just tell you, the Empress always reminds me of the ovum, right? The egg. Um, the egg does not chase the sperm. Sorry to be candid, but not how it works. Okay, it's the other way around. And she just makes herself available to receive the best. And that's how, in terms of biology, like a reproductive biology, that's how a baby gets made. Only the strongest swimmer gets in. So I feel that that's you, right? Putting yourself in a position to receive. Okay. And having the discernment to know. I saw a post today that says, "You do not attract narcissists. You did not attract a narcissist." Uh, they were wait, I can never remember, so I just wanna say it word for word, okay? Maybe you guys already heard this before. And where did it go? How did it go? You didn't attract a narcissist. Whoop. You were targeted by a predator, so it's not your fault. You didn't attract a narcissist. You were targeted by a predator, right? My ex drained my soul because he had me chasing him. I've never chased a man in my life. It was so unlike me. It literally had been sexual vibration. Yeah. So, Lori, I feel like your message here is, you know, I don't know on a spectrum the depth of struggle that you had with that guy, but I can tell you now, there's definitely a lesson learned. There's a lot of self reflection. You can take your time and, like the egg, choose high intelligence, best looks, safety and security. Love will definitely be coming to you, and you'll get the option to say yes or no. Right? Especially this year, and I do feel like sometime in September, someone comes in. It's going to be, I want to say like August, September, and it may be a Virgo, or it could be Venus ruled Taurus or Libra. But those are just like, it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Okay. I never chased a man in my life for so much and never really had any such low vibrations. I did the same thing. I think I'll leave. Yeah, I've done the same thing, Miss Miss Goddess, for sure. You're welcome, honey. There's definitely something. I think we all, especially women, we get to, something happens. I don't know how it happens. It's probably a predator kind of situation, you know. Oh boy. Yeah, it's definitely, it sucks is when you come out of it and you're like, what the heck did I do? You're just like, who was I? But take the lesson. If you got to take the L, take it. Lesson learned. The L is not loser. The L is lesson. You know, take the L.
Witnesses. You're on the record talking about, quote, non-human life forms that could be interdimensional beings who are visiting us. Can you just explain more to people at home what that might mean? Yeah, so it's definitely a mouthful, but that is directly based on information that we received from witnesses, also information that we have obtained and witnessed via our investigations. There's some stuff that I can't disclose of what I have immediately seen in some of these skits, but what I will tell you is this is not just some crazy conspiracy theory. Obviously, there's been massive reporting, not just in the United States, but around the world. And this is something that I think everyone kind of, has always had some curiosity about. We're just simply asking the question.
Yeah. Look at that thing.
Very,
you guys see that thing? Going back and forth like that? Like, what? Are you kidding? I mean, they're saying non-human intelligence. Like, what does that mean? Interdimensional beings? Like, physically? Like alien? Like flesh? What does that mean? Like they're in their little UFOs and they're driving these things? I mean, that is just insane. And Steven Spielberg has a movie coming out. Is it this summer or next summer? And when he put out that third encounter, what was it called? Third encounter of the alien. What was that movie called? Close Encounters? Is that what it was called? I can't remember. I feel like Steven Spielberg is like maybe he's like a messenger from another planet. Even like the guy who created Star Wars and Star Trek, how ahead of their time were they? So is it art imitates life or life imitates art? Which comes first? Reptilians with this portal jump? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't even go live in Florida because there's so many reptiles. Like, I don't want to see a reptilian alien. I would be so scared. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's it. I'm gonna have to watch that again. So Dr. Stephen Greer confirms there were no UFOs seen on the day of the am I saying that right? Varginha alien story, which is a pretty big change to the line everybody is discussing. How much is true of what is left? I don't know about Stephen Greer. I hear people are like, you know, Lou Elizondo, they think he's like working for the CIA or something. And then they think Dr. Stephen Greer is some kind of Looney Tune who's just competing in the UFO industry for popularity. I hear so many things, and it's like, you know what? Here's the thing. In my opinion, I don't lock in with anybody ever. It's never me. Like, I lock in with God. That's it. He leads the way. But if I see, and I have seen like an alien craft, like an orb outside during the day, I did see one fly by. But even then, like, it was kind of far away. It definitely moved in a way that you wouldn't think it was a helium balloon. You wouldn't think it was a craft in terms of like what we know and what we have. But I wasn't up close enough to really determine, right? But if I saw an actual alien, then I don't care if Dr. Stephen Greer's right. I don't care if Lou Elizondo's right. I know what I saw, and that's all I need to know. I don't need some UFO or ufology expert confirming it for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel about that. What do you guys think? I mean, I find like the reverse engineering aspect of this whole thing is pretty damn interesting. I find that very interesting, the scientific aspect of it. But also, actually, I find that more interesting than the portal stuff. But because I kind of feel like the portal stuff is more paranormal, and it's a little frightening. I really like the because if there really is a reverse engineered craft, which they're saying there is, I want to ride that thing more than I want to see an alien. But get me in that. Take me for a ride. Yeah, we talked about this before, Miss A. So, yeah, the Anunnaki. And then somebody was in the chat the other day saying that there is a thing called Sumerian astrology. So I'm gonna look that up. It'll just be another interest for me to get into. Something else for me to learn. Okay. I just received a Cash App reading payment. So if you could tell me your initials in the chat. To confirm. Oh, okay. Hey, gosh, who has a thing for me at work? Ooh la la. Let's take a look. Who has a thing for Josh at work? You think they are multiple? You think there's a few people? Oh, oh my gosh, you got three. Oh, oh, oh. Look, work, love. And I'm telling you right now, we have a Virgo and a Libra. But definitely a Libra, an air sign. There may be two, okay, but definitely one of them is an air sign, a Libra. Yeah, we got two people. I'm going to do an initial for you. Starts with an R. Oh, you were hoping no Aries here, but we do have an R initial, first, middle, or last name. It's always the one you don't want. It's always the one you don't want. Isn't it? It's always the one you're not interested in is the one that likes you. Or has a thing for you. Look at that. Definitely work. Oh, it's your boss? It's your boss? Yeah, because look, that's always an Aries name. So that tells me that it's at your work, but they're not the first. It's one of the two. I don't know if it's a man or a woman. Right, it's a woman, female, showing up. Could be. It did. Gee, good juicy. Yeah, so we got the initial R. You do. Not we. We don't. You do. Austin, Texas, extreme cold watch, everybody. Watch out. I love when the readings are like kind of slow and spaced out like this because we get a chance to chat. I used to do the readings on Saturdays on by Tarot, if you guys remember. Oh my gosh, it was like it was a madhouse. We were in the weeds every weekend. Yeah, that's the Anunnaki. They seeded the Sumerians. Yep. I got to read about that Sumerian astrology because that's fascinating. Do you know anything about that? I'm so deep down the Sumerian rabbit hole. Is there a Sumerian astrology, Nana? Do you know anything about it? Oh my gosh. I just found Sumerian goddess on X. I wonder who that is. I just typed in Sumerian astrology, and Sumerian goddess just popped up. Sumerian astrology originating around 3100 BC in Mesopotamia was the foundation for later Western astrology, focusing on observing celestial bodies and in their own Western rulers. Very cool. I'm gonna definitely look that up. These ancient practices involved priestly classes interpreting signs for state affairs, a system that evolved into detailed planetary observation and prediction linked almost to modern charts. Wow. Primarily focused on omen-based divination, fishing and escape, war, harvest, disaster, celestial objects, earth tracking, and Nana, Sun, Utu, and Venus, and Nana. Oh, that's where she got her name. And that's interesting. You remember the Lion King? You remember Simba, the little lion cub? So in there's I'm reading something where it says Leo. The name for Leo is Simha, and Leo is the lion. They must have changed it to Simba instead of Simha. That's where I'm guessing the name came from. Tanya is Virgo. Tula is Libra. Rishika is Scorpio. Hanu is Sagittarius. Lakara is Capricorn. Kumba is Aquarius. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Mina is Pisces. Nisha is Aries. Risha is Taurus. Mithuna is Gemini. Oh, I love these names. Karka is Cancer. Anyway, I'll be right back, y'all. I gotta refill my coffee cup. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. Hi, Jody. Thanks, Jason. Oh, I hope you feel better, Jason. Headaches are no good. Are you drinking enough water? Yeah, you might need to up your water intake. Only because caffeine can be dehydrating. Oh, good. Where'd all the questions go? What do you mean? Yeah, not usually during the day. Wyatt, most people are working. I think I'll do a live stream at night. Um, maybe Friday evening. Um, what is today? Wednesday? Yeah, there will be a reading tonight. I'll do a reading tonight, and then I will do the weekend reading on Thursday. Friday, there won't be a reading, but I will go live Friday evening for, later, or I'll do one of these Friday evening. Yeah, it was fairly busy today, Cindy. Most people are at work during the day, the majority of people. Or they work at night and they sleep during the day. Which one is it? So we've been on for about an hour and 45 minutes, and I will stay on till about 4 o'clock, which is my time. So about two more hours. Right now I've been building a website, trying to get a website up. And it's so complicated. Like that damn possum. I have to watch your video. I didn't see it yet. And Cindy, you can post that. I believe you can post that video in my community tab in the post section. I think you can post the link. I'm not sure. I'm going to an interview at 3 o'clock for a 3:30 interview. Good luck, Jason. Let's take a look and see how that's going to turn out for you. How's Jason's job going to turn out? Oh, Jason. There'll be other applicants. You'll interview with a woman. Um, yeah. There's other applicants for the job. Let me see. I think they're going to leave you with a maybe. This death can represent no, but it can also represent a new beginning. Yeah, I feel like it's leaning towards a maybe. Let me see. There's confirmation on that death card. It's going to be a yes or no for this job. So, Jason, I feel like they're going to make an offer to you, but I don't think it's going to be enough money for you. And I think you're going to say no. At least it's not a total rejection. I'm honestly thinking maybe the job too, since it's entry level medical sales selling health insurance. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that's what I think is the situation how it's going to turn out. I mean, you might reject it. Or you're overqualified for the position. Medical sales are selling health insurance. Can you get into like selling drugs? That's paying 93 to 107. Wow. How do I get that job? Up at that job? Up at that job? I'm gonna take a nap. Love you all. Good luck, Jason. Jessica. Love you for update. And enjoy your nap, Inanna. I just barely made my rent. I hope it goes through. I'm gonna grab the 245 of the dress. Okay. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate it. We really only need one moderator, I think, during the day. Yeah, there was another. There was a shooting in California. Border Patrol shooting. Pentagon has ordered active duty military police soldiers based in North Carolina to prepare for possible deployment to Minneapolis. And the shooting, Border Patrol shooting, is in Willowbrook area of Los Angeles. I have no idea where that is. Oh, What is going on? Hey, Cinderella Brudzinski. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. I grew up in California, been to LA a few times, never heard of Willowbrook. Yeah, I have no idea. Willowbrook. Let's have a look. Willowbrook. Section Los Angeles. Willowbrook area. It is right above Compton, north of Compton, right there, 105. It's between the 110, the 105, the 710. I guess like right in that grid. Is west of the LA River. By Alameda Street. Alameda Street? You had a feeling it was north of Compton. Right by Dr. Dre's childhood home. Oh, it's a big protest out there right now. Something's going on. Let me use this thing.
On their radar. Everything matches. Face, person, voice. We shall see. Happy to help.
Live.
Come on in, folks. We're still. Oh, look.
Nope, look. Oh, I see. Oh. ICE involved shooting in Compton, Los Angeles. Oh, okay, I see. I wonder if I can get that. I can't. Probably get like a copyright strike.
He's still talking. But if we got to go, we got to go. I get it. All right. All right.
All right.
Yeah, definitely.
So apparently, a border patrol or ICE went into a store and came out, and there was like a mob attack or something. I mean, I'm not getting into the news here, but just a breaking headline. I mean, this is a tarot channel, so we're not going to really just get into all the negativity. I don't know if anyone was deleted or not.
February 21st, 2026, and we've got a ton to talk about. So let's.
Hey,
right
Casey.
right, we're starting off with that winter storm outlook. We're down to day 4. We've got a huge, expansive, enhanced risk area essentially for a major winter storm from New Mexico plumb all the way over to Richmond, Virginia, and everywhere in between. Nashville, we're still looking at a winter storm over here. Areas around Dallas, Oklahoma City, Memphis. You know the story that we've been telling. The highlighted area is still pretty much the same, and the overall message from yesterday is still pretty much the same. But there was a change. Some of the models have shifted a little bit to the north. Yesterday,
I think so.
The storm really wasn't a storm in the traditional sense.
Let me take the volume off this. I think I'm waiting to see. They keep saying it's going to change, and then they're saying it's not. Or it's going to be ice, or it's going to be really bad snow, or it's going to be a complete mess. You know, where we are, it's always hit or miss. How about you? Are you ready? I don't usually get it, you know, ramped up about these snowstorms out here because it's always hit or miss. It always changes. I'm not ready. I have to work out in it. Oh my goodness. They're sending out hurricane hunters into the parts of the storm that are going to eventually come together to make this happen. We got some really good data yesterday, and that is actually making the models a little bit better. So let's take a look. European model, most aggressive with this northward shift. You can see that we actually have potentially rain in Dallas on Saturday around 7 a.m. That was not originally predicted. They were very firmly in the middle of the freezing rain area. Freezing rain, maybe all the way up to Oklahoma City and Tulsa. These models are like they take. Oh, you heard 12 to 18 inches. Are you? I can't remember. Are you in north, central, or south? Or and are you closer to the coast, or are you more inland? $12 to 18 inches. That's a decent amount. I mean, just by looking at it, it looks like it's going to head this way. On the coast in the middle, okay. Catastrophic ice storm for whoever's in the pink band there. Oh my goodness. Memphis being under that, and Little Rock and portions of northeast Texas. More than 1 inch of ice. Oh my gosh. And I was just saying earlier, that's an inch of ice. So even if it's 2, look at how thick that block of ice would have to be. Get the heck out of here. And it's widespread. But that's for the like southern portions of the country. Could be 100 miles south, or it could be right smack in the middle. So if anyone is in the central portion of the central, mid, west, south, yeah, it is terrifying. Look at that.
Nashville. We've got rain in Chattanooga, and even over here in my woods in eastern Kentucky, the warm nose puts a lot of ice into the eastern Kentucky area, and even a complete transition to rain by Sunday afternoon. So once again, this is a one model run. It's not going to be exactly like this, but it's a trend worth noting. I personally really like the European model, and you know, it was the first one to kind of catch on to the fact that the storm was going to be a thing. And it was the first one to suggest this northward shift. So there's something there. Also, even though we have a big warm nose here due to a slightly stronger low pressure system, we're going to have tons of cold air damming on the eastern side of the Appalachian Mountains. So regardless of the northward shift, I think we're still going to have a big icing problem in North Carolina and Virginia. The winners here would be the I-95 corridor between Washington, D.C. and Boston. Definitely this solution means more snow for you. So that's something to consider as we go forward. But once again, I don't want to talk too much about this being set in stone, but that's where we are today with the European model. Now let's talk about some snow totals just for fun. Once again, this will change. This is from the European model. This is the newer AI European model, and it also has that northward shift. According to this, we're going to see some places over here between Oklahoma and Arkansas getting in on close to a foot of snow. Oklahoma City, potentially a foot, and then up there towards Bentonville, potentially a foot. And in the deterministic European model that we...
I'm going to turn the sound off. But look at those totals. Gosh. But they're not sure, 100% sure about those snow totals. It is crazy. Look at that.
inches. So even though the axis of the heaviest snow has shifted almost 200 miles north past us, we're still on the same kind of shield of the snow. Well, we were just on the northern side before, now we're on the southern side. And of course, there's still a big bullseye over here in Virginia and West Virginia with over a foot of snow between Lexington, Lynchburg, and Washington, and then maybe 10 inches of snow in New York City and over a foot of snow in Boston. This solution would put a lot more people under the gun for significant snowfall. It would also, unfortunately, put a lot more people under the gun for significant icing. Remember, wherever that transition is between rain and snow, that's where we're going to have the most ice. So that puts places like Dallas, Memphis, and potentially even all the way down there. I can't keep my phone straight, y'all. Sorry. Under the gun for a very significant icing. Now, let's take a look at the national blend of models. And this is really interesting.
Oh, my God.
The Euro, all of them just smushed together and averaged out. And there's even a slight nudge to the north on this. So it's not just the European model. Now, the GFS hasn't shifted very far.
20 inches.
And some of the other models are trying to hold true to that more southern track, but on average, all of them have come north. And the NBM, the National Blend of Models, shows a whopper of a snowstorm for the I-95 corridor in the Mid-Atlantic and really the whole Northeast. This is showing 18 inches in New York City, 13 inches in Richmond, close to 10 inches over here where I am, a foot of snow in Charleston, foot of snow in Lexington, 10 inches in Cincinnati, 8 inches in Clarksville, still 6 inches in Nashville, and, over a foot of snow.
Y'all, 20 inches. Look, this is 12, and you can't even see the whole thing. You're seeing 6 inches of snow up to there, right? 12 inches. Like what? Double this ruler. Oh, I can't handle 20 inches. I'm telling you, that is a tremendous amount of snow. Hey, Nero, welcome in, Nero. And then Memphis and Northeast Texas, Southern Arkansas, and Northeast Georgia, Northwest South Carolina, and the mountains of North Carolina. Going to get a large ice zone, more than an inch. Trees are going to explode. Power lines will be down. An inch of ice in the Appalachian Mountains would be catastrophic. Hopefully that's like an overdone amount. An overdone amount. Like, those models, sometimes they overperform. I mean, that's even worse for everybody down there. Yes, it is crazy. What is likely going to happen, because of this shallow layer of cold air on the surface and warm air above coming from the Gulf, is where regular rain, it won't have time to freeze into a pellet or snowflake. It's going to hit the ground as rain, but it's going to instantly freeze because the ground will be like 20-something degrees. So then the ice will pile up like on the power lines and the trees. Hurricane levels of destruction if there's an inch of ice over a large area. But if you live anywhere here, total devastation. Power outages for days in that dark pink area. Yeah, maybe. Could be. This is Ryan Hall, y'all. I'm sure you know who he is on YouTube. He's pretty accurate. He's pretty accurate. He's pretty accurate. But if he doesn't know, I mean, come on.
From there. And I want to talk real quickly about what comes after this storm, which is a potentially historic outbreak of cold air. Now, the GFS model here is likely a little bullish on how cold it's going to get. But if this is even close to right, this is bad. Once again, we potentially have an ice storm coming through here, knocking out the power for millions of people. And then we're talking about temperatures around -12 in Memphis and Nashville. It has never been that cold before in Memphis, as far as we know. I think the record is actually -13 back in the 60s. That didn't follow an ice storm. So once again, we're in uncharted waters here, and it could be a very dangerous situation. Just know that if you do lose power, you don't only have to worry about that. You also have to worry about cold that is potentially going to be colder than anything that you've had in at least the last decade, while also not having power. So once again, we're hoping for the best. Wow. These models are wrong a lot. You guys know that if you've been watching.
Praying for these people. I really hope that this does not happen. Wow. That is unbelievable. Like, I don't care about snow, but the ice, oh man. And there's a lot of people who are out on the streets or, oh my gosh, devastating. We'll say a little prayer that everyone will be safe or have shelter or back up. Be safe flying out, Narrow. If you're still here. Yeah, that's really scary. To all the linemen out there prepping, be safe. Trying to think, the last ice storm, let me look it up. Last ice storm, I'll do it this way.
brainstorm gift ideas for a friend who loves cooking. Choices. Then there's me, a voice for all seasons. You can always change my voice to the settings later. Okay, I'm here whenever you're ready.
When was the last ice storm of 1 to 3 inches in the United States?
According to some reports, a winter storm just recently brought ice accumulations of up to 1 to 3 inches in parts of the southeast this past weekend, around January 19th to 21st, 2026. Were you interested in a specific region or time frame?
No, I just want to know the highest ice totals of a snowstorm in the United States and what year.
The most severe ice storms in the United States often result in massive accumulations, sometimes exceeding 3 inches. One particularly impactful event was the 1998 Great Ice Storm, which struck parts of Quebec and the northeastern United States, leaving many areas with extensive damage due to incredible ice amounts. Are you interested in a specific year or region?
I thought you just gave me a specific year and region.
That's right. I mentioned the 1998 Great Ice Storm. Are you interested in any more details about that event?
Yeah,
That storm brought extensive ice accretion, with some areas reporting several inches, leading to widespread power outages and tremendous damage to trees and infrastructure. It's considered one of the most costly and devastating ice storms in history. Was there something specific you wanted to know about it?
tell me about the ice storm that's coming this weekend.
Current forecasts indicate a significant winter storm is expected to affect many parts of the United States this weekend, specifically from the southern plains to the mid Atlantic. There are winter storm watches in effect for areas like New Mexico, Texas, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky, with forecasts calling for both heavy snow and dangerous ice accumulations. This could lead to significant travel disruptions and power outages. Is there a particular area you're concerned about?
What areas will get the most ice storm?
Current forecasts suggest the highest ice accumulation might be a concern in parts of the southern plains and the Tennessee Valley, stretching into North Georgia and even the mid Atlantic. The exact path of the storm could still shift, but areas along the Interstate 40 and 20 corridors are being advised to prepare for dangerous conditions, including potential power outages. Is there anywhere specific you're tracking?
What are the projected snow totals for those areas and also for the entire storm?
Widespread snow totals of 3 to 6 inches are forecasted from the southern plains through the Tennessee Valley, southern Appalachians, Virginia, and the mid Atlantic, with localized amounts of 6 to 12 inches possible. Some areas could even see over 2 feet. The significant ice accumulation is mainly a threat in Texas, the lower Mississippi Valley, the deep south, Georgia, and the Carolinas. Are you planning on traveling this weekend?
No, tell me what the potential snowfall totals will be for all of the states being affected by this storm.
Snowfall totals vary quite a bit across the affected areas. In the southern plains, Tennessee Valley, and mid Atlantic, 3 to 6 inches is common, but some regions could see 6 to 12 inches, and isolated areas might get over 2 feet. It depends on the specific track of the storm, which is still developing. Is there a particular state you're most curious about?
Does anybody in the chat want to give me a state you're curious about? And I want to know about New Jersey.
For New Jersey, the forecast is currently showing a potential for mixed precipitation, including ice and snow, particularly in the northern and central areas. While the highest totals might be further south, New Jersey could still experience significant travel disruptions and potential power outages. Are you concerned about specific travel plans?
Tell me about Philadelphia and also New York City projected snow totals.
Philadelphia and New York City are both likely to see significant snowfall. Current forecasts suggest both cities may receive totals in the 6 to 12-inch range, although that could change depending on the precise storm path. It's best to monitor local forecasts closer to the weekend.
I feel like you're going pretty darn light on those snow totals.
Some forecasts do project potentially higher totals, with some areas seeing over 12 inches, especially in specific corridors like the Appalachians or parts of New England, depending on the precise storm track. It's really a dynamic situation, so it's best to check the most current forecasts for your specific location.
Well, there you have it, you guys. Gemini is not very accurate. Hey, donkey. Yeah, maybe I could do some tarot readings on Gemini. Let me ask. Do you do tarot readings?
I can't do tarot readings directly, as I'm an AI, but I can provide information about tarot, its history, or even discuss different interpretations if you're interested.
Give me a tarot reading.
As I mentioned, I can't do tarot readings directly. Is there something specific you'd like to know about them?
Yeah.
Or perhaps...
Pull 3 cards.
Since I can't physically pull cards, I can simulate that by selecting 3 cards for you to consider. Let's select the Fool, the Magician, and the High Priestess. Would you like to know the traditional interpretations for these?
Yes, do a predictive reading for all in the chat.
In a predictive reading, the Fool could symbolize new beginnings, a leap of faith, or embracing the unknown. The Magician might suggest personal power, resourcefulness, and the ability to manifest your goals. The High Priestess could represent intuition, mystery, and the importance of listening to your inner self. For all in the chat, this might suggest a time of new beginnings, utilizing personal drive and trusting your instincts as you move forward.
All right, you guys, you know what? I'm going to actually end the stream. I think that would be a good time. 3 hours is good. Not many people in here. I don't know who's all watching, if you're still here. There will be readings tonight on Moon Pie Tarot and House of Virgo. So if you're watching from any of my 2 channels, definitely, if you're a Virgo, watch the Virgo channel. if you, any sign you can watch Moon Pie Tarot will be a collective reading. And as usual, they will be up usual time. Stay tuned for that. And I will be back here tomorrow to do another live stream just like this. And then we'll also do it Friday evening, tentatively. All right, you guys. So enjoy your day. Stay warm. Stay prepped and safe for the big storm coming. Thanks, everyone, for being here, and I'll see you all later.